BWI, that is the airport here in Baltimore, flight investigation. They removed some passengers from the plane this morning on a flight to Chicago, Chirac, right?
Right.
But the whole thing was going down. The Maryland Transportation Authority getting some work. First Sergeant Jonathan Green said that the Spirit flight number 969 was headed to Chicago, and returned to the gate 6:30 a.m. This got to be the first flight. I never like to take the 6:30, 6 a.m. flights. I just don't. It's too damn early. I did take one from Las Vegas one time, but I slept at the airport. Now, the flight was scheduled to depart at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. They're back. It was like, ha, you thought we was leaving.
Right.
We fooled you. Anybody that was late, you still go on the plane. No.
Right.
4 people were removed from the plane for questioning. No word on what concerns led the plane to return to the gate or why the passengers were actually removed, at least earlier. Now, they did say that the aircraft was trying to leave, and a passenger alerted the flight attendant of another passenger who was engaged in suspicious activity. Now, what could that be? Fumbling with a bag, maybe?
Perhaps. Mile high? No.
A what?
Never mind.
Okay.
Disregard.
Okay. So the flight attendant notified the captain. He was like, no, captain, hold up. These Bama's tripping.
I don't think she said it that way.
Well, something like that. So out of caution, the plane returns to the gate. Law enforcement comes and remove 4 passengers from the plane. Now, here's the thing. In order to get 4 people removed from the plane, something had to go on.
Yeah, some kind of altercation went down.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, the remaining passengers were let off the plane for a brief time. The aircraft and all luggage was allegedly searched. The plane was later cleared for takeoff at 9 a.m. So it took 3 hours to go through sift through everything.
Ooh.
Would you have wanted to get back on that plane?
Probably not.
I mean, they went through everybody's bags.
When you're in a plane, I just like to go where I need to go. If I've already been checked in and waited and patted down, ever since 9/11, the whole process is longer. So
definitely,
I would have been over it. I probably would have just been like, well, let's just go.
Would you would try to take another flight?
Yeah, just another flight.
You might have lost your money though.
Yeah. Well.
But it's better than losing your life.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's just a lot. Like, I'm so nervous. Like, what if they didn't check everything? Now
here's the flip side of that. Are we too hypersensitive now?
Definitely.
I mean, after the Paris, deaths that just happened over the weekend. Of course, you referenced 9/11 and numerous things that are going on.
Right, and they are calling the Paris thing their 9/11. That's what they're calling it.
Yeah, well, a lot less people died than 9/11, but it's I get it though. But do you think we're too sensitive?
We are. I think there has been heightened security. Like, you just don't want to trust it, and that then makes it bad on other people that look like they could possibly be terrorists. They are discriminated against because of their appearance.
Yeah, and the thing about that is just that if you don't say anything, then you run the risk of something major happening.
That is true.
So you got to say something. And if you're not doing anything wrong, right? Let's say you did nothing wrong,
right?
But people are coming at you like you did something wrong. You're naturally going to have an attitude.
You will,
which could lead to more confusion. It's a crazy situation.
It is.
And it's I don't think that it can go away anytime soon because you have, people dying from different types of stuff. I definitely think that some threats have been made to the U.S. Normally, we get threats. We get a certain amount of threats regardless. and they have to sift through to say this is a legitimate threat.
Right.
This is not a legitimate threat.
Right.
Quote unquote. How do you even determine a legitimate threat? I don't know. And speaking of threats, the Washington College, we talked about this yesterday.
We did.
Closed until further notice.
Oh my.